Hello, this is Kate, and thanks for watching my weekly tarot reading video. And today I'm going to be using a new deck of cards that I've actually had for a long time, but I don't think I've ever used them in a reading video before. So they're mermaid tarot cards. Okay, so we're just drawing 3 cards, and I just want to get kind of a general sense of what's coming up over the next 7 days, so what the next week is going to look like for us. Okay, so we'll start with the first card, and this represents Monday and Tuesday. Okay, and we've got Knave of Chalices, which would be Page of Cups in a Rider-Waite tarot deck. So we've got Knave of Chalices as we're coming into the week, so Monday and Tuesday. And the Knave of Chalices is a very creative card. It's very, I want to say childlike, but it's not totally childlike, but it's that kind of that sense of being young and just being really curious and being just curious to explore things and kind of take on that sort of playful, kind of youthful energy. But it's definitely a card that represents creativity and exploring creativity and also emotion. And so I see this actually as meaning tapping into your emotions and almost like using your emotions to kind of channel your creativity, and using your creativity, whatever creative means you prefer, as a way of expressing your emotions and as a way of kind of illustrating your feelings and your ideas and your emotions. Okay, so as we enter the week, it's going to be really helpful for us to kind of take on that playful energy and be kind of curious and almost kind of like up for anything, kind of keeping an open mind and be willing to try, you know, different things and be willing to try things that might seem kind of silly to you. So kind of not letting your adult rational mind kind of get in the way and stop you. So don't be afraid to kind of channel your emotions into your artwork or your whatever creative method you use, and don't be afraid to explore and have fun. Okay. And so the next card represents Wednesday and Thursday, so the middle of the week, and we've got the Lovers. And this is an interesting card because there's actually 3 mermaids. One looks like she's got angel wings. There's 3 mermaids. It's almost like a triangle. And so I'm getting 2 kind of different meanings with this. I think this has a lot to do with relationships and communication within those relationships. And I think I'm thinking about romantic relationships specifically, not other kinds here. So I think an issue may come up for you this week with your romantic partner, and it will definitely have to do with communication. And for some reason, as I'm saying this, I think I might have said something similar last week too about partnerships and communication. I'm not sure. But this definitely looks like communication is going to come up as kind of a theme in your relationship this week. So just making sure that you communicate kind of what your needs are and what your intentions are, and be very receptive to how your partner expresses themselves as well. So I think also the key here that is really popping into my head is not to take things personally this week, especially when it comes to our intimate relationships. So trying not to be, you know, overly sensitive and you know, taking things really seriously or really personally. And another thing that I'm getting with this too is if you have issues with your romantic partner, just make sure that you talk to them about those issues rather than you know, talking to a friend, because I see with the triangle there's kind of like a triangulation happening, and I mean, sometimes it's nice to kind of vent or get someone else's perspective on a relationship issue, but this week specifically, I think it's probably best to communicate directly to the person that you're having an issue with, and kind of keep it within the relationship. Not all the time, but just for this week, it seems like that will be an important thing. Okay, so the last card is gonna represent the weekend, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and we've got Queen of Pentacles. And that's interesting, we've got 2 court cards. And so Queen of Pentacles is a more mature card than the Knave. And Queen of Pentacles is very grounded, very stable, and very abundant. And so I think the weekend is going to be kind of a quiet weekend. I think, you know, it's a good weekend to kind of hunker down, stay home. But also the Queen has a very, I want to say like a regal kind of manner. So it can be fun sometimes to kind of channel that sort of energy this weekend. So I don't know if this is making sense or not, but how do I explain this? I guess it's like, you know, when you're at a dinner party or something like that, and you feel like you're sort of the queen of the room, or, you know, you're telling stories and people are paying attention, and you're just being a really good host, and you're, you know, entertaining really well. I guess that's what I'm trying to express. So the Queen of Pentacles can kind of represent those qualities. So those might be some kind of qualities that you might want to, if you have those naturally, you might want to kind of really enjoy using them this weekend. But really the message I'm getting with the Queen of Pentacles is that this weekend is a good weekend to kind of stay in and do some more kind of introverted activities, which could mean something like vision boarding, or some kind of fun kind of creative activity that is also helping you get clear on what you're wanting to create, and help you kind of move forward on your path, wherever it is that you're going. So there's all different kinds of projects you could do, like I mentioned, the vision boarding. There's different journaling projects. You might want to kind of have fun studying your tarot cards, or do some kind of art project. There's all kinds of different things, but it feels like this weekend is going to be one of those weekends where you kind of really engage in rainy day activities and you just kind of stay in. Okay, so I'm going to take a step back and look at these cards all together. In the real sense I'm getting, it doesn't seem like it's going to be a super social week. It seems like it's kind of an introverted week. So we've got the card of creativity here. It's creativity and also learning. The knaves and the pages are all about learning. So I feel like the beginning of the week might be all about learning how to express your emotions effectively, learning how to, you know, channel that and into your creativity. And so I feel it's still a very introverted card though, in a lot of ways. And then moving through the week, there might be some issues with your partner. So some communication issues might come up, and depending on how you communicate and how important it is for you to communicate clearly, things could, you know, your relationship could either be strengthened and there could be a real increase in intimacy, or you could just feel frustrated with one another. So it could go either way based on, you know, how willing both of you are to communicate clearly to each other. And then at the end of the week, we've got Queen of Pentacles, which is all about kind of being grounded and channeling those qualities of the Queen. And she can also represent a person in your life as well. So this could represent more of a motherly figure, or a sister or a friend, but someone who's really important to you, who's a really important figure in your life. And it could represent kind of strengthening a bond that you have with that person, or even repairing a bond with that person that's been maybe broken or weakened in the past. Okay, so that's been your 3-card tarot reading. So I hope you found this helpful, and thank you so much for joining me.